Yo, what's up? I'm back again, and I just got back from watching Iron Lung. Oh my god, Iron Lung! Uh, that's probably what I'm gonna title this video actually. Like it's like Iron Lung Day for me at least. Um, I honestly, right off the bat, it's a lot better than I thought it was gonna be. Honestly, like compared to his the series he made before, some don't sleep. Fuck, I forgot the name of it. Sleep. Uh, I feel it's called Don't Fall Asleep, but that's not what it is at all. Oh shit, what is it called? I'm gonna have to look this up right now. Um, um, um. Oh, what is it called? Markiplier Sleep. I just sleep. I just sleep. Yeah, I don't know. I would not remember that honestly. That's the only reason I remember. Oh shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. I might just drop my phone. Okay, I'm gonna not touch this anymore. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. Um, so I think it was a lot better than Edge of Sleep. First off, mainly because I don't really know. And now I think about it, wait, no, Edge of Sleep was like a lot slower paced. I feel like than this, mostly because it's a show, I guess. But and this is a movie, so they have to move a little bit faster. Um, but maybe because I wasn't as interested in the concept of Edge of Sleep. But I feel like it did also feel a little rough around the edges because it was like, what do I want to say about this? It was, I feel like less conjoint. I was like disconnected. I feel like where some of the story beats were felt a little bit off. I don't know. No, I'm not saying this right. Honestly, I can't really explain why I didn't like it because I watched it like, was it like 1 or 2 years ago? It came out. I don't really remember exactly why I didn't like it, but maybe I have to go back and rewatch it, honestly. But I think it was something with like the practical effects and like how it didn't really all make sense as you're watching it. It didn't really feel right watching it, I feel like. And also the cliffhanger at the end I really hated, where it was like, oh actually they're spoilers by the way. It was like, oh actually they're all like alive still. Um but they have a triangle in their head and they're controlled by something, I guess. Um I don't know, I didn't like that too much, honestly. That ending was kind of sucked, and how they just like managed to escape to some island where it kind of just takes away the whole point of the whole series, I guess, and it just fixes everything at the end. Um, I don't know. I guess I didn't really like the fact that it was. I don't know. I guess I just didn't like the concept of it, where it was like all psychedelic stuff, and it's like all in his mind, and only he can solve it. I guess because he was special or something. Anyway, I like this movie a lot better than that for like a couple of reasons, honestly. One, I think it really matched the game. From what I've seen of the game so far, I still need to go back and watch the whole playthrough. It's been a long time, and I can't really remember if I watched the whole playthrough or not. Um, but I did like I got some of the references like right off the beginning where it was like in the beginning of the game, there's like a note that you pull up that you read through it, and it says, I don't remember it, but I remember like the last words are um like something about they won't take me alive, but something about like this is the place where they're like their final resting place. They'll be free or something. And I remember that line being said in the movie by like the loudspeaker. Um, I don't remember. I think, or maybe he said it at the beginning. I can't really remember exactly, but I remember it being in the movie. I suck at remembering things honestly, but I just know that they happened. I can't remember exact details. Anyway, I also liked how I heard like they changed the console layout too, I guess to make it more movie friendly, where it's also like more cinematic to like push a throttle forward rather than just pushing a button. I did like that. I think that was a good change, and how you to like turn this like compass thing to make the actual ship turn around. That was nice. Um, Also, okay, something that was kind of pissed me off though was whenever he would push the button to take the picture, it would make the whole screen go white. And having a dark theater that the screen constantly goes white at is kind of annoying, honestly. It's just getting flashbanged like every time he takes a picture, which I guess is the point of it, but anyway. What else? What else? I learned a lot about the story actually of Iron Lung through the movie. I'm not even sure if most of these story beats are in the game or not. Um, but another thing was something I'm liking about it now is that I'm trying to think in my brain like how the pieces connect even now, because when you're watching it, it doesn't really make sense all the way, because obviously they make things like out of order to like let the viewer kind of put things together in the moment. But I'm kind of slow with that kind of stuff, so I was like talking to my friends about it afterwards, trying to like figure it out with them, which I kind of like. I think that's really good. But like the most important thing about this was like it didn't feel like a AAA, I don't know if that's the right term, like big blockbuster movie made it. Like it definitely felt like an indie film, and it felt very similar to like the Markiplier Edge of Sleep show, and all like the YouTube originals too. I feel like the camera work felt very similar in that kind of, I want to say like rougher sense, where it's like not as cinematic as like Marvel movies or something, where like you can tell it's a Marvel show because of like I don't know if it's like a budget thing or not, because I don't really know how to describe it, where it's like it looks good, but I feel like there's just less camera angles or like less wide shots, and it's all contained inside the submarine mostly, except for like CGI shots of like the outside, which I thought was kind of important too. But there were some parts where like he's getting thrown around in there, and it's kind of hard to visualize what's happening without seeing the outside of the ship and how it's being moved around. But I think that's important because you're really trying to get the perspective of from inside the ship what he's experiencing, and like how he's confused also and doesn't actually know what's happening, like on a larger scale. I mean, I think that's a good point. But it is kind of hard to watch, I feel like, 'cause you don't really feel the forces he's feeling of like getting thrown around. You're just watching him fly across the room. But it's still interesting. It's visually interesting, which I liked. Definitely entertaining. And then it's kind of hard to like figure out what's happening, like story wise, and like what the big bad is. I feel like for me, it's kind of hard to figure out why the monster was like trying to keep him down there and like stop him from doing an important thing. I'm trying to like stay away from spoilers, but like I feel like I've spoiled enough with what I've been saying. But I'm just, yeah, I don't want to say much more, honestly. I should have said a spoiler warning at the beginning of this. I'm so dumb. Maybe I hope people know if they're watching this and it's called. I'll put spoilers. I gotta put brackets and spoilers like in the title. I'll do that. Anyway, I want to get my thoughts out right here before. I'd like to go and watch breakdown videos of this stuff, and it normally changes my what's it called? Not my perspective. I guess my perspective. It changes my total thoughts about it. I don't know what the fuck they call it. It changes my mind about certain topics, I guess. And I almost clicked a Moist Critical video, breaking the movie down, or like talking about it in his. It's called Is Iron Lung Good? And I was about to watch that before watching the movie. And I was like, what am I doing? So I wanted to make sure that I had no prior like ideas going into it, other than like what I've heard about it so far. Which I also really like hearing the explanation of how the movie was made too. I heard they had like a big crane. I forgot what it's called, but like literally this set was built on top of this crane that moves around. It can position it and shake it around and stuff. It's pretty crazy. But yeah, I think that's all I have to say. Well, I think that's really all I did today. Besides, I played tennis again today. I said I was going to do that yesterday, but I did do that today. Not for as long though. I feel like I got pretty tired pretty quick today. But yeah, I also went to Sam's Club and got food for the week, so that's good. Anyway, that's all I got for today. Thank you for watching. Sorry if I spoiled the movie for you. Don't kill me, please. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. Take care. Bye.